Hey guys, it's Numistaka and I'm back with you today. And the question on my mind today, and hopefully yours as well, is how much should you spend on buying a coin or coins? Just a cent or perhaps millions of dollars like this 1933 ultra rare double eagle St. Gordon's gold coin? Let's find out a little bit about the different price points. So the first thing that is very important to say is that coin collecting is absolutely for everyone. Coins do not have to be rare, they don't have to be made of precious metal, they don't have to be valuable. They can just be interesting, or you like the idea of collecting different patterns on coins. They could be coins that are in your pocket, in your change from the supermarket. They can be coins that you were given free with other products like these. There are special 50p's that you can see if you live in the UK. If you live in America, you've got all of the different quarters that you can collect. There are so many cheap, cost-effective avenues of collecting, whether you're young or whether you're old. And it's important to realize, it's very easy when you see videos like my usual videos, which contain very expensive, very beautiful coins, to feel a little bit alienated and to think, well, it's no good if you don't collect expensive coins. Well, I just wanted to show you some from my collection that are inexpensive. Each one of these is under $10 and some are worth very, very much less than $10. And I treasure these coins every bit as much as I treasure my more expensive coins. This one is an ultra interesting Waterloo commemorative, €2.50 that the Belgian government produced when they probably shouldn't really have produced it, but they decided to slight the French anyway. And there was a massive argument about this coin. Makes it a very, very interesting and very collectible coin, but it really isn't very expensive. Some of these other coins I was given with different Chinese medals. I've got no idea what some of them really are, but they're quite pretty. And it didn't cost me very much or anything to collect them. So I keep them and they're in my treasure box the same way as some of my other coins. Let's move to something just a little bit more expensive. So, should you get slightly more expensive coins? What is the benefit? And they can be expensive because they're made of silver and they are modern and shiny, and that was the price they cost when they were introduced. Or they can be expensive because they're older and rarer. And let's say a price point of up to $50. Is it worth buying coins at the $50 price point? To some extent, you tell me. I don't buy many coins at this price. This is a bit of a stacking price point, that you're buying 1 ounce bullion coins, maybe bundles of partial silver old circulation coins like this Morgan dollar. I mean, they're very, very beautiful and they're certainly worth collecting. But in some respects, they're also just a little bit too ordinary for the collector in me. And so I tend to stay away from these coins, and I think that maybe they're a little bit harder to resell as well. If you place them on sale, you don't get quite as many people who are interested in them because, frankly, they're okay, but they're not really special enough to capture people's imagination. So what happens if you kick it up a notch and move up to the next price point? So let's take a price point of around $100. At around $100, and it could be 80, it could be 125, it could be 70, 80, you get coins which are maybe a little bit more special. There may be a restricted mintage, they may be an error. You get something which is numismatically distinctive about them. And that numismatic distinction creates a stronger marketplace for those coins than maybe the coins which are at the cheaper price point. So you start seeing graded coins at this price point. You start seeing coins that are collected in series by more people. And I think in a way, for a junior collector or someone who's an advanced stacker that maybe wants to diversify, this is an interesting price point. You get some interesting silver coins at this price point, if not gold or platinum, and you get coins with stories at this price point, like the Britannia Rules the Waves kind of error coin, or copyright infringement coin, things like that. You know, this coin I paid $50 for. It's probably worth $80, $90 now. I don't know how strong the pricing is. Haven't really looked. I haven't got very many. No interest particularly in selling it. But these are coins that you can be proud of. And if you do come to sell these coins, one of the great things is that even on things like eBay, you will find lots and lots of watchers and lots of bids on those type of coins, whereas a regular Panda at $50 or $40 or $30 might hang around for just that little bit longer, waiting for buyers. So as we climb up into the stratosphere and look at stuff which is maybe a little bit more interesting, let's set a price point of around about $300. $300 is a lot of money to pay for a coin. It's a lot of money to pay for a silver coin. It's a lot of money to pay for anything. You have to be very, very careful with buying coins at this level. What, you know, are they a good buy? Are you buying at the top of the market? Is there any potential for reselling them at the same price if you get bored with them, or you want to flip them in some way? And I'm always very, very careful at around about this level. It's not so expensive. It's not very, very cheap either. It's a chunk of change for sure for anybody. And I always think twice and three times before I buy anything at this price point. The good thing about this price point is stuff that you buy at this price point is going to be pretty rare. It may be very limited. It may be very collectible. It may be a little bit unusual. There may be low populations like this one on NGC, beautiful 5 franc piece. It could be historical, it could be modern, it could be proof, it could be bullion. At this price point, there's lots and lots of different things that you can spend money on. Be very, very careful that you are buying at a good price if you have one eye on future resale. Check eBay sales prices. One good thing about this price point is pretty much anything you sell at this price point will have a lot of more serious buyers who know what they're looking for and who are hunting out this particular item. These two coins, for example, I know that I would have no trouble selling either of them at a good, strong price. Whereas if I try to sell a $10 coin or a $20 coin, it's not so easy. The postage costs alone make it uneconomical. The slabbing of those kind of coins is very difficult because the slabbing cost relative to the price of the coin is actually too high. So it's not a good, the lower ones, in a way, I would suggest to you, are not good price points for your money. It is much better buying slightly more expensive coins for which there is a strong mid-market. So putting the $300 type market to one side, then after that we tend to go up and more see gold coins rather than silver coins. So we're talking about quite a big range of coins between $300 where you start to get nice tenth of an ounce gold coins up to $1,250, $1,300, $1,500, where you get slightly more impressive or larger sized gold coins up to half an ounce, 1 ounce in size. Lots of proofs have been slabbed that they're worth looking at. You've got choices of bullion or numismatic. I tend to favour numismatic at the moment, but I have to say when the price of the gold goes down because the exchange rate changes and strengthens with the pound, then probably I'll swing a little bit more the other way towards bullion as opposed to numismatic. But at the moment, I'm looking for numismatic buys that are good value in pounds with gold levels the way they are. At some stage that will reverse and I'll be looking for bullion coins. But either way, most coins at this level of price are very, very tradable. And it's perverse in a way how it is much easier to sell a $1,000 coin than 10 $100 coins. So if you're thinking, oh my God, should I really be spending that kind of money on a coin? Buy the best coin you can find, buy the one with the highest grade, buy the one with the most gold value. Don't hesitate buying expensive coins just because they're expensive. My experience is that there are large numbers of buyers at the more expensive level, and if you look on eBay, for example, at the number of watchers and the number of bids, both of those metrics are always significantly higher on more expensive coins. Everybody is after the best coins. Not very many people are after the worst coins. And in an auction I went to, all the bids, all the money is on the more expensive, higher quality coins. Don't forget that. Better often to buy one great coin compared to 3 mediocre coins. So, how do we go from there? Over $1,500. Where do we go? This is a very broad category. Over $2,000. And where does it end? It ends at millions and millions and millions of dollars. Coin collecting has a very, very significant upper echelon of very serious people who collect very, very serious coins. Should you be in that group of people? I would suggest not until you have a lot of money to fund it, and B, not until you have a great deal of experience about what to buy, and then focus like mad. Focus only on particular types of coins in a very small range that you can develop an expertise on, because it is very, very easy to become unstuck in this top level of the market. It's very easy to misbuy. You need great advice, or you need to know a lot yourself. So you need a great dealer, whatever country you're in. However, coins are a very portable source of transportable wealth, really. And there is a good argument for saying that if you have enough high net worth that you are even in the market to buy these kind of things, that you should think about having a few of these really beautiful, expensive coins in your portfolio and sticking them in the safe, looking after them, because they probably will keep pace with inflation. They probably will be a store of wealth. The only thing I really would say is don't get suckered into buying these kind of things off telesales type dealers, or being told that a coin has a particular value. The only certain value in this market is auction values and sold listings. I would spend hours poring through HA.com, looking at the top auction sites all over the world, seeing what these things sell for. Beware of buyers' commissions of up to 20%. Know what you're doing, but it can be a very rewarding thing buying at this top level of the marketplace. And personally speaking, I would prefer to have one or two beautiful, very, very rare coins than hundreds and hundreds of very low value coins. Much, much easier to deal with, much easier to manage, much easier to transport, much easier to store. I think liquidity is a worry potentially, because maybe these very, very rare things are not quite as liquid as something which is a little bit cheaper. But nevertheless, there is a world market for all of these very expensive things. Having said that, if your budget is at the $15 level, like mine sometimes is, but mostly I buy things at the $200 to $1,200 price point, which I think is the sweet spot, then, don't worry about if you have a lower price point, because there are interesting, lovely things to collect and to treasure at every single price point. Hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think the coin sweet spot is for you. Please like and subscribe, and let me have your wonderful, wonderful, great comments. Thank you all very, very much.